It's here. New Lightroom Day 14.4 Lightroom Classic version brings actually insane features, insane for someone like me, a professional wedding photographer. So let's just get straight into it and let me show you how it works. If you're new around here, my name is Magic. I'm a destination wedding photographer, and on this channel I'm going to be breaking down a lot of things wedding photography related. So if you're into wedding photography in general, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like. Thanks so much. Let's go. What we have new is the new distraction removal. We're going to be able to use generative AI to quickly remove either people or reflections from our photos that Lightroom will detect automatically. And that's huge. There's also some performance enhancements in new Lightroom. So the brushes and everything just works slightly faster. And even on my M1 Max older MacBook machine, I can tell that it is faster. And then we have some changes in terms of denoise features, super resolution features, and raw details that now they don't create a new DNG file that was previously the case. Now it's all happening in the one raw file. But what I'm going to focus on is those distraction removal features, because these are insane and these are going to save so much time for wedding photographers like me. So first photo, a simple photo. This is my couple on the cliff in Madeira, and there is just a person right here. This photo is not edited yet. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to click here on the remove feature. You can also click Q to quickly access that. And what you're going to see is this new panel right here, distraction removal. And when you go to people, it's going to automatically, boom, select the person that he thinks is the distraction in this image. And it's 100% right. This person is not supposed to be here. One click, remove. Estimated time, 10 seconds. That's on my MacBook, but probably faster in other machines. Boom, done. This is it. Now I can just edit. I'm going to add my Magic color preset. You can check out my presets down below. It boosts nice colors and so on. But the next, I'm going to quickly use darkening the clouds. So my presets just to have all that sky brought back. And actually this image is done. So like 4 clicks and this image is done without needing to go to Photoshop, without needing to select that person manually in Lightroom. It's perfect. I love it. Another picture, similar vibe. So we have a bunch of people. So this is a kind of like a couple shoot in New York. As you can see, I'm lying on the ground, but this is a very busy spot. So there's tons of people around and there's my people in front. So let's go again. I'm going to press Q. People, look at this. Look how quickly it was. I didn't even blink and it already selected those people around. It could probably select some more of these people here, but I'm not going to bother. It's pretty good. Let's click remove. So now it's removing. So it's generating the background, on its own. Boom, enter. That image is nearly done. I'm going to apply my preset. So Magic color. I'm going to lower my exposure. I'm going to slightly change the white balance. I'm going to add some more green to it just to find that right balance. I'm going to lower the contrast because this is a high noon picture. Actually, it was very bright. So I'm going to lower the contrast to loosen up these shadows on their faces. And I'm going to remove some of the clarity. I don't have much space to move the crop. So many people gone in that one with one click. Just one more distraction removal example. And this is one of my favorite ones. So this is a first look moment. I'm kind of going behind the bride. This is the groom waiting. And then we have just a bunch of people around and you can see they're hiding in a bush. I already edited, this is the photo I took 2 years ago. When I was editing it, I was manually selecting each person to get rid of them. Now look at this. Not here, here. And by default, Lightroom thinks the groom is also a distraction, but look how simple it's gonna be to just deselect that person. All I need is to click on that icon on the specific selection and then click backspace, remove, and now he's not selected for removal anymore. He's not the distraction anymore in this picture. So I'm gonna click remove and then gonna a few seconds, boom, beautiful, done. I'm gonna fix the horizon, beautiful. I'm going to apply the preset. I'm going to lower, again, the contrast. It was a high noon situation. I'm just going to fix the white balance. Boom. This is beautiful. What you also might have noticed is this little icon right here. This is a new icon. This is AI edit status in Lightroom. So we're going to click on here and you're going to see what AI has done to your image. So maybe you're not aware, but some of the features that you might be using, specifically even spot removal tools, if you're using AI, they're going to be using AI. So there might be marked later on as AI modified images. So having that tool here just brings a lot of clarity for you to know how much of AI are you actually using in your edits. One more distraction removal. So this is a tricky one. There's maybe not the tricky one. There's the person wearing pink in Iceland. So it does look really, it does stand out as really weird. By the way, if you want to join me in Iceland, I'm hosting a retreat and there's a puffin promo right now. The link is in the description. It's going to be 5 days in amazing lodge, Monday to Friday in October, shooting, learning. It's going to be epic, I promise. Check the link in the description if you want to join. I do have few single bed tickets left. Okay, so let's press Q. People, again, the groom is distraction here in the eyes of Lightroom, but fear no more. I'm just gonna click here and you're saved, Mr. Groom. Now we're gonna click remove and we're just removing that pink person from the background. Let's wait a few seconds. Boom, it's done. Press enter, applying my preset. It actually looks lovely here, slightly lowering the temperature, color temperature, slightly increasing the exposure now, slightly decreasing highlights, and it's beautiful. We have the couple, we have the waterfall, and yeah. Okay, the next feature, it's even more crazy to be honest, because there was no other workaround for this. So like with distraction removal, we could have removed people before, but we had to do it manually. Here, the feature is removing the reflections in windows. So this is very typical wedding photography shot. You're shooting either the bride or the groom or the couple through the car's window. And yeah, there's no way I could manually remove that reflection. But check this out. Again, we're pressing Q, but now we're not removing people. By the way, it did recognize the reflection of people here, which is awesome, but we're not using this one. We're going to use the reflections and we're going to click apply. Estimated time 45 seconds. So this one takes quite longer. I don't think it's going to be 45 seconds. Let's wait for it. This is a real time. This is a real time waiting time. Okay. I don't think it's going to be 45 seconds. If it's 45 seconds, I'm going to cut it and tell you how long it was. Okay, it's pretty long, to be honest. It is pretty long. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments. How are you guys doing? Are you in the middle of your busy wedding season? How many weddings you guys have shot already? How many weddings you guys have left? Yeah, let me know. How are you guys while we waiting for those reflections to be removed? Couple more seconds, I guess. Okay, it is closer to 45 seconds. Boom. Look at this. This is unbelievable. There are some weird spots in certain places, but now we can change the levels of those reflections. So you can see it's also removing the reflections on the car. But yeah, the way it removed that reflection in the window, it's pretty insane, to be honest. And it makes it super useful tool, in my opinion. Oh, by the way, you can also just keep the reflections only, which is funny because 0 is my original image. You can go minus 100. So you can this is the reflections. There's nothing else. But yeah, I would probably keep it somewhere like here, like 50, maybe 60, or I would do 100 and I would create 2 images. So I would duplicate this image, open in Photoshop and just have that person in the, but I like the reflections often. So I think I'm going to keep it around 60. I'm going to apply black and white presets actually. Boom. Boom. So I would, what I would do in an image like this is I would create a radial gradient, something like this, I would invert that and I would make everything around slightly darker. Yeah, so that would be kind of my final edit of the image, but the reflection is just so much less visible. So much less visible, which is awesome. One more. This is Liam and his partner. This is me shooting Sigma BF, and this is Taylor Jackson in the reflection. Let's see if Lightroom can remove both me and Taylor Jackson from the reflection. So I'm gonna apply, boom. Okay, Taylor Jackson, it's kind of still there. Let's see. I'm quite removed, but I do like my options. I do like, look at this right here. I think it does look spectacular, and it just adds so much flexibility to the way you can edit images like that right now. So let's apply the preset. I actually haven't edited my images from Sigma BF yet, so I'm not sure how they edit, but boom. I think you have to be slightly careful with those distraction removal, because in certain spots it can remove those kind of weird artifacts, as you can see here. So my overall rating for these features: distraction removal people, 10 out of 10. Distraction removal reflections, I'd give it like 5 out of 10. It's useful, it can help. It does require to maybe add some work to create layers in Photoshop to be able to just remove a certain parts from those reflections. But either way, those are great additions in my opinion for Lightroom Classic, and they will save a ton of time in this busy editing period for every wedding photographer. If you like the colors, check out my presets, and if you want to learn how to edit photos faster, make sure to watch this video now.